Jordan Carter was born in Atlanta, Georgia. This is a city known for its powerful music scene. It's a place where many hip-hop legends began their journeys. From a young age, Carter was surrounded by a rich culture of sound and style. He didn't want to follow the path of a traditional job. He saw a different future for himself. He saw a life filled with music, creativity, and self-expression. His early days were spent exploring the diverse sounds that Atlanta had to offer, a melting pot of trap, soul, and everything in between. This environment was the perfect incubator for a unique talent. Carter, who would later be known as Playboi Carti, didn't just listen to music, he absorbed it. He was a student of the game long before he ever stepped into a recording booth. He looked up to artists like Gucci Mane and Lil Wayne, studying how they built their empires. He started skipping high school classes to work on his own music. He knew that to make it, he would have to dedicate everything to his craft. His first foray into making music happened under the name Sir Cartier. He began uploading his early tracks to the internet, hoping someone would notice. The music was raw and unpolished, but it had a spark. You could hear the beginnings of his signature style. Living in New York for a time, he connected with the $AP mob. This was a pivotal moment. The group, led by $AP Rocky, was known for its forward-thinking approach. The rise of SoundCloud was a game-changer for a new generation of artists. It was a democratic platform where anyone could upload their music. You didn't need a record label or a big budget, you just needed a good song and an internet connection. Playboi Carti understood the power of this platform better than most. His songs Broke Boy and Fetty became underground anthems. They spread like wildfire across the internet, passed from one listener to another through blogs and social media. Carti's music was perfectly suited for the SoundCloud era. It was catchy, repetitive, and incredibly energetic. His ad-libs like "what" and "slat" became his calling cards. He wasn't focused on complex lyrics or deep narratives. Instead, he prioritized vibe and feeling. He wanted to create a mood, an atmosphere that you could get lost in. The aesthetic was just as important as the music. Carti cultivated a mysterious and cool persona. He rarely did interviews, letting his music and his fashion do the talking. His online presence was carefully curated, a mix of grainy photos and cryptic captions. This sense of mystique made people even more curious about him. This period of his career was defined by a constant stream of leaks and unofficial releases. While this might frustrate some artists, it only fueled Carti's legend. Fans would eagerly hunt for new snippets and unreleased songs, creating a dedicated community around his music. This organic buzz was more valuable than any marketing campaign. In 2017, Playboi Carti released his debut self-titled mixtape. This project was a major turning point. It brought his underground sound to a much wider audience. The mixtape featured the massive hit song Magnolia. The track's opening line, "In New York Why Millie Rock," became an instant cultural phenomenon. The song was everywhere, from car stereos to viral dance videos. It was produced by Pierre Bourne, whose minimalist and bouncy beats became synonymous with Carti's sound. The mixtape solidified Carti's status as one of the most exciting new voices in rap. It was a confident and fully formed statement of intent. The mixtape was a masterclass in minimalist trap. Carti's baby voice delivery, a high-pitched and often unintelligible style, became more pronounced. Some critics were confused, but his fans understood it perfectly. It wasn't about what he was saying, but how he was saying it. His voice became another layer of the beat, a percussive and melodic element that added to the overall energy. A year later, in 2018, he surprised the world by releasing his debut studio album, Die Lit. Dropped with little warning, the album was a chaotic and exhilarating experience. It doubled down on everything that made his first mixtape so compelling. The energy was turned up to 11. The beats were even more distorted and aggressive. The ad-libs were more frequent and frantic. The album felt like a non-stop party, a whirlwind of mosh pit energy and punk rock attitude. It was a bold and uncompromising project that further cemented his reputation as a true original. Die Lit was met with a mix of acclaim and confusion, but its influence was undeniable. It became a blueprint for a new wave of rappers who were inspired by its raw and rebellious spirit. After the success of Die Lit, the anticipation for Playboi Carti's next album reached a fever pitch. For 2 years, fans waited, eagerly consuming leaks and snippets while speculating about the new direction. When Lotta Red finally dropped on Christmas Day in 2020, the initial reaction was divisive. The sound was a radical departure from his previous work. It was abrasive, loud, and heavily influenced by punk rock and gothic aesthetics. The dreamy, cloud-rap beats were replaced with jagged, distorted synths and aggressive drum patterns. On Whole Lotta Red, Carti fully embraced his inner rock star. He adopted a new, more aggressive vocal delivery, often shouting and straining his voice. The album's visuals were dark and vampiric, a stark contrast to the playful image of his earlier years. He was taking a huge risk, alienating some fans who were expecting another Die-Lit. However, he was also pushing his art forward in a bold and exciting way. He was refusing to be predictable. He was challenging his audience and the entire hip-hop genre to expand its horizons. Over time, public perception of the album began to shift dramatically. What was once seen as a confusing mess was now being hailed as a groundbreaking masterpiece. Songs like Stop Breathing and Rockstar Made became anthems for a new generation. Whole Lotta Red became a cult classic, an album that revealed its genius over repeated listens. The album's influence on fashion and youth culture was just as significant as its musical impact. Carti's punk and goth-inspired style, featuring brands like Rick Owens and Givenchy, was widely imitated. He showed young people that it was okay to be different, to experiment with their look. Whole Lotta Red was more than just an album, it was a cultural statement. Playboi Carti's impact on modern hip-hop cannot be overstated. He fundamentally changed the way artists approach melody, ad-libs, and vocal delivery. Before him, clarity was often king in rap. Carti showed that a voice could be used as a texture, an instrument that prioritizes feeling over lyrical precision. This mumble rap style opened the door for a wave of new artists who felt empowered to experiment. He created a new lane, one where vibe and energy were the most important currencies. His impact extends far beyond the recording studio. He is a genuine fashion icon. His willingness to take risks with his style has made him a trendsetter. For many young people, Carti represents a new kind of masculinity, one that is fluid, expressive, and unafraid to challenge traditional norms. Today, Playboi Carti occupies a unique space in the cultural landscape. He is both a mainstream star and an enigmatic cult figure. He inspires incredible loyalty and dedication from his fan base, who see him as more than just a musician. They see him as a leader, an artist who represents a break from the past. His journey is a testament to the power of artistic vision and staying true to oneself. What does the future hold for Playboi Carti? It is impossible to say for sure. He has consistently reinvented himself, refusing to be placed in a box. One thing is certain, he will continue to push boundaries and challenge expectations. He has already changed hip-hop forever, but his story is far from over. He remains a powerful source of inspiration, a symbol of creative freedom for a generation ready to build their own world.